We are working on a 12 by 24 edge. It's a shallower canvas, but it's still a gallery wrapped, but it's just thin. And I was very inspired by Nate and Kelly doing their different cloud pearls and everything, and I thought, you know what, I want to revisit my cloud pearls. I love this technique. It's one of my favorite techniques, and I'm going to be doing one of my favorite recipes, and it is the Rust-Oleum Painter's Touch Ultra Cover recipe with the satin enamel. I will have the recipe for you in the description, and you can also go back and watch Mambo. Was one of my favorite all-time paintings using this. So I am just going to add a little bit of water to these to get them all to the same consistency. I want them all the same consistency of the black. I am using Carbon Black by Golden Fluid Acrylic. This one, which is a kind of a coppery purple, is Folk Art Treasure Gold Antique Copper. God, you remember? Do they even make this anymore? I don't know. Hopefully they do and you can get your hands on it. If not, I'm sure there's something similar out there. But I put a few drops of Ultramarine Violet in it by Golden to kind of purple it up a little bit more. And then this one is DecoArt Extreme Sheen in Pewter. And finally, we have this one, which is very kind of reddish coppery color, and that is DecoArt Dazzling Metallics in Royal Ruby. So we will be right back. I just need to get these all thin to consistency.
So I'm just going to add some water to get these to the consistency I want. And if you can see there, it makes an indentation. It really leaves no trace. You want it as thin, almost as thin as water. And I'm just going to speed things up here while we lay the base coat down. And I leave a little bit of a puddle in the center of my canvas because I think it just helps me personally be able to shift the paints around a little bit easier to get the composition that I want instead of completely pouring all of the white off of the canvas to start with. But I did make a mistake here. I put on way too much color. I've been away from this technique for far too long, and so yeah, I'm just trying to get back in the groove of it all. But I do love how this came out. It was a bit unexpected, but I understand why. It was the amount of color that I put on to begin with, and then it was also the amount of metallics that I used, that I got some unexpected results instead of the results I was actually hoping for to begin with. See, cloud pearls don't necessarily like to pop up through metallics. And almost all of my paints were metallics. So, yeah, gee, try to remember that next time, Julie, won't you? Some metallics will allow the cloud pearls to come through, but a lot don't because they like to pearl on their own. And you'll see that kind of at the end here for the dry results and everything, you know. But like I said, I've been away from it for far too long, but the nice thing about fluid art is sometimes those unexpected results are beautiful results, and I hope you think the end result of this is beautiful too. I am going to take this time right now to ask you to do the UbiTubi things, the likey, subscribees, and sharing of this video if you enjoy it, and also to remind you that Just Janice had a premiere right before me, and Massey Art Studio has a premiere directly after me. So I hope you will visit their channels as well. I'm going to go ahead and put some music on, and I will see you at the end for dry results. And here we are, back for dry results. And yeah, wow. I love this one. It's, like I said, it's not what I expected. I wasn't getting those big white juicy cells like I was hoping for. But like I said, it's mostly because I used a lot of metallics in this one. But when you see this in the sun, oh my goodness, that pewter, oh wow. And it's got this kind of texture to it. Can you see the texture in it? So yeah, I'm actually quite thrilled with this one. It has drama, it has movement, it has texture, it has shimmer. And yeah, it kind of reminds me of a stormy night, and you're kind of looking out your window and you've got maybe wisteria vines blooming that are just kind of waving in the stormy winds, and that's what I see when I look at it anyway. I'm kind of nuts, but I want to remind you once again, Just Janice was right before me. Massey Art Studios was right after me. So please check them out. I will have the links for their description. I will have the link for their channels and their videos in my description, along with the recipe for this type of a pour that I used in this one. And until next time, loves and hugs, y'all. Bye.